Namaste programs, welcome back to Microsoft Flight Simulator and the Rove and the bush trip in Sicily, all that good stuff. Today we're doing leg 5 from Agrigento to Birgi. It says Birgi Mill, but I think that means it's a military base. Well, let's find out. Let's go. Alright, we've got enough fuel, but do we have enough runway? I don't know. I just don't know. I guess we're going to have to find out. Doesn't really look like we have enough runway. Where are we supposed to go when taking off? This way. Why is there no reverse? Let's well, let's just turn around, I guess. Come on, Blakes, off you go. Turn around. No, come on, Blake. Come on. Don't go to full stop like that. Come on, Blake. What are you doing to me? What are you doing to me? Alright, let's go down here a bit. A little bit further. What's going on with this? It looks like bomb craters on the ground here. A little bit more. A little bit further. Right brake. Right rudder. Full power. Come on, plane. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. There we go. A little bit more room. Hopefully that'll be enough. Doesn't really feel like it was much better. Still a very short runway. Good thing we did it, I guess. Is there a hill here at least? We're going up over a hill. A bit more speed, bit more speed, bit more speed. That'll do. Let's go. Come on. Up you go. Up you go. Yay. You did it. Alright. We want 311 for 238. That's this way. Agrigento. Agrigento? Agrigento, who knows? Lift into the sky and set a northwest heading, paralleling the coast to your left. Agrigento, once one of the great cities of ancient Greece, lies straight ahead, just inland of the sea. I didn't realise Sicily was ex-Greece. It's interesting. That's interesting. Guess that's why all the names are Greek. Come on, come on, where we go? Agrigento. Very windy day again, apparently. 10 knots again, 10 knots. I guess that proves it's not live weather or something like that. It's definitely the settings they put the bush trip on. Come on, what are you doing? Level off, level off, level off a little bit more. I think this is Agrigento up on the hill here. Looking good. Looking good, feeling good. 0% please. There we go. So fiddly, the trimming. So fiddly. Get up a bit more speed. That will hopefully level us off. As we say hi to Agrigento. Love it. I love it. Up on the hill. No, no. Is that really a bridge like that there at the edge of the city? No, maybe. Maybe. I guess I'll allow it. Alright, now we want 292. For 620. And we're going to Laghetto Gorgo. Flying northwest. No, I can't say northwest. Flying northwest from Agrigento, roughly parallel to the coastline to your left, and sight a prominent bay with a distinct hook at its northwest end. The town of Laghetto Gorgo lies just inland of the bay. if you say so. Instructions, if you say so. Alright, 292-ish. There we go. Might just go back up to 1% trim. Might just slowly want to climb a bit. Maybe we'll go to 2. There we go. That'll hopefully give us a little bit of a climb. Get ourselves at a reasonable distance from all of these mountains. Just for safety's sake. 6 minutes though. 6:20. See what the drone's up to. Yeah, look at that. That'll be a nice thumbnail, won't it? Possibly. Why not? Why the F not? The F not. Back to 292. Probably safe to go back to. This trimming is so weird. I was at 1% and I pressed the trim button twice and it went down to -1%. And yet now, if I were to like, so 1, 2, there we go. That went back up to 1%. 1, 2, 3. That went to -0%. 1, 2, 3, 3. 3 taps usually, but then sometimes 2 taps goes through a whole 2%. What is going on? It's broken. Going on with these wind turbines. Oh, what's going on? That's not the direction the wind is. Oh, I guess it is. It's exactly the direction the wind is. Well done. Well done, simulation. I didn't even consider that the turbines would be wind facing correctly. That's brilliant. What have we got on the left here? Siciliana. Siciliana. Oh, it's so gusty, the wind here in Sicily. Ah, it's also beautiful. Look at that, little fields in amongst the mountains there. Olives, wine probably. Ah, this is the life, Stampy. Ah, the serenity. Look at this. I just love seeing these like little farms and fields up here on the little plateaus and imagining people's lives. Love it. I just love it. You know, put yourself in the shoes of the people around here, looking out over the ocean, looking up at the mountains, tending your field, planting your crops, picking your grapes, drinking your wine. We've done 5 minutes of 6:20, huh? 5:20, eh? Where were we here? Agrigento Gorgo. I don't see it on the map. extinct hook at its northwest end. Well, that's definitely it there. On my Google Maps, it's called Coaclia Minoa. Well, there you go. Yeah, no, there's no chance of objective truth in this world when Bing Maps and Google Maps can't even agree on certain things. I don't. Maybe I'm zoomed out too much on my map. Let's have a look. Zoom in just a little bit more. Definitely nothing called Laghetto Gorgo. Well, I'll be damned. This has got a big cliff on it and everything. Look at this. Look at this beautiful cliff. And we've done our 6 minutes 20, so look, I guess we'll just keep turning. We want 294 for 621 now. On our way to Skiaka. Maintain your heading, crossing over the water. Why over the water? I'm going over the land, fuck you. At the small coastal town of Secca Grande. And then fly over the city of Skiaka, a coastal city founded in the 5th century BC by the Greeks, known for its thermal springs. Alright, well I see Secca Grande. It's actually this town just in front of us. On this little point, this little peak, horizontal peak. For want of a better way of calling it. I don't really want to call it a peninsula, it's not that big. There it is, that town right in front of the, well, basically getting cut by the propeller right now. And that is Secca Grande, which is Secca space Grande on my instructions here, but one word on my Google Maps. So, again, consensus not achieved. And so this is Secca Grande, and then just a little bit further, tiny little village, Piana Grande. I sort of feel like in Italian means little big? Who knows? Big little maybe. I guess it would be piano? Piana? Piana Grande. Anyway, let's level off. 2000 is about right. Good enough. Follow the highway here, we'll follow the coast. We're actually heading around to the peninsula there. We're looking for Skiaka. I'm not sure how you say it. Skiacha? Gayakaka? Thayaka? Honos. Well, you know. Obviously there'd be a way of finding this out, but I am not in a position to be looking it up. I have a plane to fly. If I could put autopilot on, I probably would, so that I could rest easy and go have a look at Google's, but I'm not doing that. And I don't know why I'm putting on an accent. Really not. Really not knowing that at all. What's going on down here? What have we got here? Is this a resort or some kind of industrial thing? Resort, I reckon. The golf course. The motherfucking golf course. Bro. That answers the question. It's a golf resort here on the Sicilian sea coast. What's the name of this sea? Ionic Sea or something? I don't remember. Another little resort down there. It's got some tennis courts and things. Ah, ain't it lovely? Let's start curving around the thing here. I think where that big harbour you can see with its sea breaks and whatnot is Skiaka. Which is how I'm going to pronounce it, even though it might be totally wrong. My apologies to the people of Skiaka, or Sayaka, or Siacha. Founded in the 5th century BC. Thermal springs. Greeks. Now, I guess back then they didn't particularly know that because of the volcano, that's why there were the thermal springs, but knowing that thermal springs are like, they're warm because there's lava just below and that there's a nearby volcano that can erupt. I don't know if I'd want to go to thermal springs, you know. I went to thermal springs in New Zealand one time and they were fantastic, but I mean, you're basically sitting in water that could suddenly go boiling and, you know, it could be an eruption. It's risky. It's risky. Good for you though. Good for you though. Ah, the minerals. Ah, the vitamins. There we go, Skiaka. Looks like a lovely place. Crazy little harbour again. They like their crazy little harbours. Well, we've only done 5.5 minutes. We meant to do 6.5 minutes, and we didn't cut the corner. So what's going on? We're pretty much spot on top of it. I'll give it another few seconds before we make our next turn. There we go. We'll wait for 6 minutes. 57, 58, 59, 60. That'll do. Let's go 312 for 345. To Menfi. Turn slightly towards the north, paralleling the coast. Paralleling the coast on a northwest heading. And the town of Menfi will come into view. Menfi is one of the oldest settlements in Italy with artifacts dating back to the Iron Age. Isn't it ironic? Yak, yak, yak. Menfi, you say? Sicily, you say? Menfi, like the colors of my mind. Iron Age artifacts. The Iron Age. Alright, there it is. I see it on my map. Not too far away. A little bit inland. Not up on the coast for some reason. I guess there were just a group of people who were like, no, fuck the beach life. I want to be inland. Very, very fertile island, obviously. Look at all of these farms and they're all basically green. Dude. After all our travels through, well, Australia and China was fairly, well, it was very fertile, wasn't it? India was very fertile. Afghanistan wasn't. Afghanistan and Pakistan were very dry. From memory. And then Turkey was all mountains. Oh, God, the places we've been. The things we've seen in the last 262 days of traveling around the world. Virtually in a computer game. The runways we've missed. Ah, the memories. Now I think this is Menfi here. Menfi. Sorry, Menfi, I mispronounced you. Hello, got Iron Age relics. Got artifacts. If you do, don't tell the British. They will come and steal it and put it in their British museum. Because that's what they do. There's a little racetrack there maybe, but no football fields. No football? They don't do beach? They don't do football? What kind of Italians are you? You Sicilian ex-Greek colonized peoples with Iron Age artifacts. Alright, well let's see. We've done almost 345, not quite, but we're above Menfi. Now we want 277 for 840. And we're going to, the survey says, Mazzara del Vallo. Turn slightly towards the south and follow motorway SP56, passing the town of Campobello di Mazzara. Then follow highway A29 to Mazzara del Vallo, a port town that is home to one of the largest flishing, hello, got any flish? Largest fishing fleets in Italy. Or flishing feets, if you're me. Excuse me, I would like to flish your feet. Da 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 dum. This way. Goodbye, Menfi. Goodbye. I love you. Looks like we've been climbing this whole time, so let's go back down to 2,000 or so. There's no mountains around here at the moment. We've hit the flatlands. The impressive flatlands of Sicilia. Of Sicilia? Farm fields, motorways, more farm fields, little towns on the beach. What do they call this one over on the left is Marinella di Selinunte. Marinella di Selinunte. Bunch of little towns around here, little villages. Santa Teresa, Rochetta, Borgo Vecchio, Liotta. Well, basically the last name of everyone in Hollywood. A fairly large city we're going to fly over as well. On our way. Did it mention that? It didn't. Oh yes it did. Campobello di Mazzara. Yeah, this city just in front of us. I've noticed on the map. Pretty big. Pretty large. Why have an 8-minute 40 segment when you could saying that you're going to visit Campobello di Mazzara along the way? Why not just split those into two? Bush trip designer? That is a question that I may never know the answer to. Don't even really mention who does them. You'd think they'd go bush trip by so-and-so, crack hot, you know, amazing bush trip designer. But no, but nothing. It's probably just some intern in the Asobo offices. You there, intern, get me a coffee and then make a bush trip. Don't worry if it's correct, or if it's spelled correctly, or if it even worked. Don't even bother testing it. No one plays it. We just put it in there so it looks like there's something to do. But sir, there's at least one... No! Don't want to hear it. No one gives a shit. Where's my coffee? So this is Campobello di Mazzara. It's not as big as it looks, really. What's going on here? Very dense, but a glorified town rather than a city. I did call it a town. Fair enough, fair enough. Alright, so onward to Mazzara del Vallo with its flishing feats. Follow Highway A29. I guess that's the one below us right now. Fairly big road. Although on Google it's E90, but I guess the A29 and E90 might be the same thing. I don't know. I just don't know. It looks like Mazzara del Vallo is that town there with its, again, some jutting out sea breaks, making a harbour. The old jutties. Excuse me down there, is that the A29? It is? Oh, thank you. Thank you very kind. It is. This is it. This is the place. This is where they keep their feet. All their feet. All the feet when they go out to get their flesh. Mazzara del Vallo. This summer, the fishing fleets will fleet their fish. Big city. Big city. Call it a port town, but I'd almost go so far as to say it's a city. Quite spread out. It's basically got little suburbs and whatnot. It's got its fishing fleets. Anyway, we've done 720 of 840, so we'll give it another few seconds. Even though we're directly above the damn thing. What's that island out there off in the distance? Dude, a couple of islands. Some closer and then one all the way out there. No, I don't think it's Sardinia. Oh, we're basically above it. Let's give it another few seconds though. Another few seconds. There we go, we just hit 8 minutes, good enough. We're directly above the town according to Google. Oh yeah, let's go 318 for 519. Let's see, Marsala. Head northwest, following motorway SS115 to the coastal town of Marsala. So we had Ragusa, which I'm pretty sure was the name of a doctor I had, an Indian who was of Indian heritage. And now we've got Marsala. What's going on? Why are there Indian names here? Or conversely, why are there Sicilian names in India? What's going on? Someone will have to do an inquiry to get to the bottom of this naming system that these two places have. memories. Where you going, plane? Where you going? Look away for half a second, and you're off on your own little adventure? How dare ye? How dare ye? Yeah, it's back on course. You look at all of these towns and houses and what's going on? It's just suddenly dense. The humanity. Brilliant. Really? Oh, Marsala's huge. This is all of Marsala, I guess. It just said the coastal town of Marsala. It didn't say the gigantic, sprawling city of Marsala, but it should have. Look at this place. Can you believe it? It's huge. Amazing. It's just buildings on buildings here. Crazy, in fact. Dude. Hello, Marsala. We have arrived. I hope you are well. And some weird algorithmic stuff going on there. I don't think those buildings should be that big. I think that's a whole lot of little buildings. But who knows? Perhaps someone put a jigsaw puzzle down on top of this place. What's going on here on the right here? We've got like an alien drawing. For the aliens. Alien chicken creature. Ooh, it's sus. Ooh, isn't it sus? The Marsalans have a football stadium. Good on you, good on you. Marsala FC, no doubt. Brilliant. Brilliant. Little walking paths along the water there. Brilliant. Love to see it. Love to see it. Alright. 11 degrees for 3 minutes 26. Birgi Mill. Turn to the north-northeast, roughly following the coastline, past 3 low islands just offshore, then land just to the north of the islands at Trapani Birgi Airport, LICT. Alright, will do. Will do. I think, looking at the picture and my Google Maps, it's... oh, it's over there. It's over there. Facing the water. Yeah, so you've got this... we've got an island with windmills on it, and then just beyond that, the shore, and then just a little bit beyond that, I think that's the airport. It's gigantic. It's huge. It's massive. Which way's the wind going? Oh. So I guess we sort of want to land that way a little bit would be better than... You know, we'll go right to left. Yeah, left, well, whichever way. This way. This way. I'm going to come out this way and land. Over the islands. Where they've got stuff on them. Farmlands or something. What have they done to this poor island? And then, yeah, also, why have they put 57 windmills all on top of each other just there on that island? What's the GO, bro? And that island on the left there looks like it's got a bunch of houses on it too. Wow. Can I see that on my map here? So we're above the Isola Grande. And that island out there is... I don't know, it says Quattro Vanel, that's just maybe a town. I don't know what the name of the island is though. Could be Favignana? Could be the Cala Rossa. Who knows? Who knows? Let's get going towards the airport and try to land it safely without too much trouble for once, shall we? If I can figure out where the end of the runway is. There's two runways. It looks like one slightly wider than the other. I guess we'll aim for that one. Probably time to get flaps down and stuff. Just for the hell of it. No, let's balloon up into the air instead. Because why not? You know, flaps down. Perfect, perfect. You can stop climbing that plane. You know that's not what we want. You know it. You understand it. Here we go. Now you're going to go and go too fast. Make up your mind, crazy plane. Anyway, there's the airport. There's the runway. We'll come very slowly and calmly. Although, you know, probably left it a bit early. Probably went a bit early. It's a giant runway. Then, you know, the serenity of just floating along like this is fantastic. I love it. Alright, let's get some power going. We're literally basically just sitting in one spot right now. Not what we want. Let's get up to 80 knots or so. Just to mosey on a bit. Just to mosey on a bit. There we go. That's looking good. That's looking real good. That's looking so good you could eat off it. There you go. How's that for mixing metaphors? Alright, let's try to get plane under control a bit. There we go. Come on, plane. You can go a little bit faster. You can lose a bit more height. You can always power into it if we need to. Ah, the serenity. I love this. I love when we're just floating along like this. I think they're adding gliders to the game if they haven't already. Oh, and I might have to give that a go. Gliders must just be the most beautiful way to fly. No engine noise, just floating through the sky. Here we go. No, I don't even know where we are. Birgi Airport. So I don't know why it's Birgi Mill. It doesn't look like a military airport. It looks like a proper old international airport. Here we go. Let's try and avoid the lights here. Come in and land. Come in and float for a bit and then land. There we go. Birgi Airport. We have arrived. Will it register though? That's the question. Yes, it will. Thank you, game. I love you. That was like 5, I think, done. Hope you enjoyed that. Thank you for watching and thank you for existing. Au revoir, goodbye.